right here at HARF Studios, Channel 5, coming at you live at 5 o'clock. I'm your lead anchor, Noah Thiel, and this is our AEV design project. This just in, we have great brainstorming ideas happening at the Union. We're going to take you to our field reporter, Colin. Colin?
And thank you, Noah. As you can see, I'm stationed right now at the Ohio Union. As you can see around me, lots of people, pretty having a plate. Means lots of ideas. Lots of brainstorming going on. But for our group, none of our ideas actually came from this place. All our ideas was thought up in the engineering classroom. That's where we determined early on that we wanted our AEV to have the notion of pushing along, not pulling. So none of our concepts or ideas had any of the pulling propeller style. We decided that all of us here at the station would come up with one single individual idea, and then we decided who was better during the concept scoring guideline. We determined that Brandon Coates, our own weatherman, had the best AEV. He best designed it and represented us of what we were looking for in an alternate energy vehicle. Unfortunately, we had to change his design later on due to some unfortunate complications that came up. But more on that later. Back to you, Noah.
Wow, that was some really thought-provoking news out there. Now we're going to move on to the initial concepts with our weatherman, Brandon Coates. How's the weather out there, Brandon?
Alright, thank you, Noah. Well, we got beautiful weather here at the Mirror Lake beachfront. As you can see, clear skies, got some sun, got a high about 70. It's a good time. So for this AEV we got here, we got a battery in the front and our Arduino in the back. Now this is going to balance each other out, okay? Now on top of that we got a T-shaped wheel holder which will be able to evenly distribute the balance also. And on top of that, we had 3-inch propellers for maximum thrust, and we had wing width of 3 inches, and overall width of 8 inches, and a length of 10.4 inches. So, that about wraps it up here at beautiful lakefront Mirror Lake, so back to you, Noah.
Wow, it really sounds like that design is going to take the world by storm. But then we realized that the original design was too long and too wide. So we had to make a few minor modifications to it. Actually, a whole lot of modifications. We made a completely new design. We decided to put the propellers on the back of this and the new design. This would prevent blockage and allow for more thrust of the vehicle. Also, we realized that the original weighed more. So we decreased the weight to allow us to start the vehicle with less power. Lastly, we changed the position of the motor controller and the battery. Now the battery is placed underneath the support arm, and the motor controller is placed in the front of the vehicle. Now I'm going to take you to Stan Billick, our sports announcer, with the final results. Stan?
I'm here at the OSU football stadium to let you know that the results are in. After a very long and tedious semester, the team had to deal with one final heartbreak at the final test runs. Now, let's take a look at the first run.
Over in the right corner, we have weighing in at 272 grams, the Advanced Energy Vehicle, Harphy, and it's going on for its first run on the final day. Now we see that it starts off fairly well. It's at a good steady pace. And it just falls just short of the finish line. We see that it's a couple centimeters away, but it's continuing on after this. Successfully hits the caboose, grabs onto it, and on the way back it's trying its hardest, but that's just not enough juice. And it finishes this run with using a total energy of 62 joules. Here we have Harphy going for its second attempt at the big leaks. Again, it starts out smooth. And it sticks the landing. Again, it hits the caboose, pushes it a little bit too far back, but that's acceptable. And on the way back, boom goes the dynamite. This time it finishes with a total energy usage of 64 joules.
That was quite a home run. Now that's it with the results. Back to you, Noah.
Haha, home run indeed. However, it wasn't smooth sailing. We had two problems that encountered during our journey. It was the Arduino and the propeller, both of which died on us in 2 different performance test days. This complication deprived us of valuable testing time, and the only way that we fixed this was by replacing them.
At the end of the day, we each took something away from this project.
We learned some core teamwork skills and time management skills.
We also learned how to program an advanced energy vehicle.
And finally,
Engineering is fun!
we're at HARF Studios Channel 5 News, and we're signing out. Think classy, OSU engineering students.